You need $14,730 in one specific dividend stock to generate $1,000 a year in passive income. No second job, no client calls, no side hustle that quietly turns into a third job, just $14,730 parked in the right place, paying you money every single quarter for the rest of your life. And if $14,730 sounds like a lot, here's what this video is actually about. How someone earning $55,000 a year gets from zero, or close to it, to $500 a month in passive income, using a stage plan that starts with whatever you have right now. Here's why most people earning $45,000 to $75,000 a year never build passive income, and it's not because they don't make enough money. It's because nobody explains what passive income actually looks like at their income level. The internet is full of people telling you to buy dividend stocks or build a rental property portfolio. What they never tell you is the starting point, the intermediate steps, or what the math actually looks like on a normal salary. Meet Maya. She's 32 years old, earns $58,000 a year as a project coordinator in Columbus, Ohio. She has $8,500 in a savings account, earning 4.1% interest and no investments. She's heard about dividend investing but doesn't know where to start. She thinks you need $100,000 to make it meaningful, and she's not wrong that $100,000 in a Dividend Kings portfolio generates about $5,400 a year in passive income. But she is wrong about needing to get to $100,000 before it starts working. Let's break this down into 3 steps. The same 3 steps Maya is going to follow. Step 1. Understand what you're actually buying. Dividend investing means buying shares in companies that pay you a percentage of their profits, called a dividend, every quarter. Dividend Kings are the gold standard. These are 56 companies that have raised their dividend every single year for at least 50 consecutive years. That includes market crashes, recessions, pandemics. They kept raising. Companies like Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, and Colgate-Palmolive. You've used their products today. They've been paying and raising dividends since before most of us were born. A typical Dividend King yields around 2 to 3.5% annually. That's modest, which is why Maya isn't going to build to $500 a month with Dividend Kings alone. She's going to use them as the stable foundation and layer in higher yield positions as her portfolio grows. Some dividend stocks today yield 6% or more. At 6% yield, you only need $100,000 to generate $6,000 a year, or $500 a month in passive income. That's Maya's target, and here's the stage plan to get there. Step 2. The stage portfolio plan. Maya isn't starting with $100,000. She's starting with $8,500. Here's how she builds in stages. Stage 1. $8,500 to $25,000. Maya opens a taxable brokerage account at Fidelity and puts $6,000 into SCHD, the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. Current yield, around 3.6%. Annual income on $6,000, about $216. She keeps $500 in cash as her emergency buffer. She does not touch it. She adds $300 a month. In 20 months, she's at $14,500 in CHD. Annual income, about $522. She's already making $500 a year. That's not $500 a month, but it's real money coming in that she didn't work a single hour for. Stage 2, $25,000 to $50,000. Maya increases her monthly contribution to $450 as she pays off a small car loan. She adds a second position, $5,000 in a higher yield dividend stock yielding around 6%. Annual income on that $5,000, about $300. By the time her portfolio hits $50,000, she's earning roughly $1,600 a year in dividends, about $133 a month. Critically, she is reinvesting all of it. Every dividend payment buys more shares, which pay more dividends. The compounding has started. Stage 3, $50,000 to $100,000. This is where the math shifts. At $50,000 invested, Maya's dividend reinvestment is adding roughly $1,600 a year in shares on top of her $450 monthly contributions. The first $10,000 she invested is doing more work than the $10,000 she invests at stage 3, because the first $10,000 has had years of compounding and reinvestment stacked on top of it. Time in the market is worth more than the size of your contribution at any single point. By the time Maya's portfolio hits $100,000, she's generating around 5,400 talents a year in dividends from her Dividend King Foundation. She adds a third tranche of higher yield positions, enough to push her total yield to about 6% blended. At 6% on $100,000, $6,000 a year, $500 a month, passive. Now, how long does this take on Maya's salary? From her $8,500 starting point, adding $450 a month and reinvesting all dividends, approximately 9 years to reach $100,000, assuming a conservative 8% total return. 9 years. Maya is 32 now. At 41, she has $500 a month in income she doesn't work for. That pays her phone bill, her car insurance, and her groceries. If she increases her monthly contribution to $600 as her income grows, which is realistic given normal salary growth, she can get there in 7 years. Step 3. The one thing that kills this outcome every time. Most people who start a dividend portfolio stop during a market downturn. They see their balance drop 15 or 20%, they stop reinvesting, and they wait for things to feel safe again. Here's what Maya needs to understand. A down market is a dividend investor's best friend. When prices drop, the same dividend payment buys more shares. Her reinvestment is working harder, not less. The investors who built serious dividend income are not the ones who had the best timing. They're the ones who kept buying and reinvesting no matter what the market was doing. Boring, consistent, and very, very patient. If you want to know exactly which dividend ETFs and which individual dividend stocks have the best yield-to-risk ratio right now, specific tickers, not just categories, that breakdown is the next video on this channel. Subscribe and it'll be waiting for you. And if this is your first time thinking about dividend investing, the video linked here shows you how to open a brokerage account and place your first trade in under 15 minutes.